wide width. This is leather, and we're truly passing the saving onto you, not close to 50 as they should be at QVC, but $39.86. So we have black leather. We have what I tried on, the red leather. Now, the next two don't wait, because you can see right away they are colors that we haven't been able to see in the show. There's that absolutely elegant bone leather. Oh my gosh, get that. And then ditto, if you want to use our Wall Supplies last price, which everybody gets, go for that gorgeous taupe snake, and then a classic navy. But I'll tell you what is getting me about that beautiful navy. It's navy with a black bottom, and Joan Rivers does a jacket. She does beautiful jewelry. God, so happy that her line is continuing. That navy and black together is fabulous. So we got them all that we could. We're passing the savings on to you. And Stephanie Sagan is going to be joining me on the shop. Come on in, honey. How are you? You look adorable.
Oh, thank you. Good to see you.
So it's true that we wouldn't have a show without you guys. Do you know this story?
I do, but I love telling it again.
Sorry, I know. No. I'm a repeater. I'm a terrible repeater.
They're good stories.
Well, when I came to QVC, it was probably about 8 or 9 years ago. We had some Aerosol shoes at QVC.com, and Bernadette Turner, who is a lovely friend, knew I loved this line, and this is how long ago. She said, we're sending out postcards. Postcards about our Aerosoles collection. Would you like to write the copy? Would you like to be the face of, because I know how much you love these shoes. And so I did, and it was a success. And then we started doing Shoe Shopping with Jane online only. It wasn't a show.
Right.
And after about a year, somebody said, well, why don't we put it on the air? So I always say, if it weren't for you and Aerosoles, we wouldn't have all this fun together.
Thank you for your love and support.
Well, and I am a lover and a supporter of your shoes. And I think that when we can offer our customer this rare Wall Supplies last price on a leather shoe from Aerosoles, that's a big deal. So if you're not a lifelong, multi-generational lover of the brand like I am, Stephanie, tell us about Aerosoles and what you mean to women.
Well, you know, Aerosoles has been around over 25 years, and there's so much love and passion that goes into shoes. We like to say the good ingredients when we build a shoe, and it's all about the comfort first. We say she has to be comfortable wearing the shoe from AM to PM, and then of course we layer the beautiful, you know, materials and fabrics on top. But it's really a shoe that we want to take you through every aspect of your busy lifestyle.
Okay, first of all, 2,000 have been ordered. That's a lot.
Which is a lot.
We're busy on the phone lines. Those of you who are, you know, lifelong QVC shoppers know that Wall Supplies last means that it's very difficult for us to really do this ever again. So we pass the savings on to you, and I think if you want the bone or the taupe snake, don't wait. But right in, and we don't normally do this because we do a lot of we really are a family here. Everybody works together. We have Clark's, we have Earth, we have, you know, Easy Street, we have Aerosoles, we have Spenco. Everybody has kind of their own take on comfort, but we rarely put it in the title of the shoe. But in this one we did. We called Stitch and Turn, and I love learning about this from you, and I think it goes to tell everybody what Stitch and Turn means and then what it means for comfort.
Right, so Stitch and Turn is one of our technologies, and it's actually a slipper technology that we've created into a shoe. So what happens, I'm going to start with the bottom of the shoe and just really take you through all the steps. The bottom of every Aerosoles shoe has this diamond patterns, okay, and what that does is it diffuses friction upon impact, so you're not going to feel the harsh ground when you step. Also, we take it one step further, and you see the scoring in here? I'm going to bend the shoe and show you all this scoring. This gives ultra flexibility. So look at how the shoe is bending and moving, right? So
can I also say what I love about you guys is that sometimes a shoe is so flexible it doesn't give me support, and you are brilliant at being able to give you that flexibility. But you know, if you're a little heavier or taller, or you're just on your feet a lot all day, you still get that wonderful support. So with Stitch and Turn, we actually take the upper. Now this upper is all leather. Again, it's soft. It's got a nice feel to it. We stitch it directly to the rubber sole, the flexible rubber sole. But the key there is stitching. So many manufacturers will glue or cement the shoe, and what would happen if I glued or cemented this? I would just kind of have this resistance. Just like if I were to glue my sleeve on, right? It wouldn't move, it would probably tear off. But by stitching, you're getting that movement and that flexing. It's working with the flexible rubber sole. So then on top of that, we turn it right side out, and then we put in this great thick memory foam. And you had mentioned that earlier. It's thick, it's like 5 millimeters, very, very thick, well,
from heel to toe.
And a lot of companies can say, oh, we have memory foam padding, but how much.
How much?
Every extra millimeter of memory foam makes the shoe more expensive. So it's kind of like skincare. There are some people that just say, well, we put antioxidants in our skincare, and then somebody else will say 50% of my product is vitamins, whatever.
And
so
that's key.
there's a lot
There's
of
a lot of,
padding.
oh my goodness,
Yes.
when you stand on this, it is like walking on pillows. It is amazing how comfortable this shoe
Well,
is.
let's take a look at Michelle, because, you know, this really to me has that, I said, you know, it looks like it ends in an A, and that happened to me one time, and I'll tell that story too, but it really has that expensive, Italian, elegant look to it. However, having tried on a lot of shoes, because I feel like I need to go out there and see what's out there,
Right.
I feel like the more expensive, like crazy expensive shoes are not comfortable.
No,
It's
they
like,
are- I agree with
I
you.
think that they want us to be uncomfortable on purpose. One time we were at a party, and I had just been in New York, and I had gone to the Aerosoles store on Fifth Avenue, and I had seen these adorable black and white shoes. It was springtime. And then we threw a party, and this woman came with her husband, who were acquaintances of ours, and she had these beautiful black and white shoes on. And I said, I know your shoes, I just saw them in New York. And she said, yes, they were a gift from my husband. And I'm like, Aerosoles, right? And she looked at me and she goes, no. And I'm like, no, yes, they are. I just saw them in New York. Those are Aerosoles. She looked at me and she said, actually they're, and it started with a P and ended with an A, and they were Italian.
Very
and I'm
expensive.
like, and I'm like, I really hope I didn't like upset you, because honestly, the Aerosoles are just as cute and probably a heck of a lot more comfortable. Look at Colleen in that darling taupe snake. She looks amazing. She's letting her shoes do the talking in that outfit. And this is year round. You know, Stephanie, so many people that watch You Shopping with Jane are from Southern Florida or Southern California or Southern Texas or Arizona, and you're not in heavy boots. Like, we tend to sort of just think about the East Coast.
Right.
This is a year-round shoe because it's barefoot in the spring and summer.
And I'm wearing it barefoot today
You look
too,
adorable.
because it feels so good on my foot.
It does. And then this is that Florida, that California, or you're a snowbird. You go from one warm climate to a colder climate.
Right.
Do it with socks when it's cold. Do it barefoot when you're not. But get it while we have it, because it is a while supplies last price. And Linda would love to meet you. Hi, Linda. Meet Stephanie. Welcome to our big hot pick from Aerosoles.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You're very welcome. What color did you get?
I got the tan snake.
Oh, that
good.
snake is
Beautiful.
gorgeous. And that's still
I
all
wanted
leather, right,
something to
Stephanie?
wear
That's
with
all
the
leather.
Winter white. I wanted something to wear with winter white slacks.
That's
Well, I
perfect.
think you hit the nail on the head. Colleen has it on even with jeans, so you can see how it pops so well with something a little bit darker. And you're from North Carolina, Linda. I can see you when we didn't take time to paint our toes, or we're going to worship or work. I can see you wearing those without any tights or socks, midst of summer in North Carolina.
Oh, yes. I'm excited about getting them.
It's a good neutral. It goes with so many things.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Linda. We're wishing you a happy and healthy new year, and you're certainly starting off right with a great new pair of shoes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And also a 1-inch heel. You know, Amy was talking earlier about how, you know, when we say a flat shoe at QVC, we basically mean, well, now you're not going to be in a big, high, chunky heel. But I used to work in bridal, and some of the girls would come in and say, and it was, you know, back in the 80s, that they were going to wear ballet shoes. It was this big thing for people to go and actually buy white ballet slippers, sometimes have them embellished, and wear it with their gowns so they would be comfortable, maybe not, you know, as tall or taller than their groom or whatever. And we used to tell them, well, you don't have any support, and you actually waddle a little because you're so flat.
You're so flat,
a ballet slipper was meant to be on demi-point. You very rarely go toe heel.
You're more comfortable
in a
to
ballet
have-
slipper.
right.
A ballet slipper is made to go this way. We walk this way. So I love that, even though it really is a true on flat, because you get all that support, that 1-inch lift is just what you need for comfort, and yet you can still wear it with your slacks or your jeans that are hemmed for just a nice flat shoe.
And also what's great about this shoe, as well as I wanted to show you, there's no heel counter in this as well. So I want to show you the back. I'm going to actually bend this back of the shoe.
I'm going to turn you this way to the camera. There we go.
So I'm going to bend this. There's no hard board or anything in here. So we like to say break in out of the box. There's nothing in here that's going to cut or bind. No band-aids required, I like to say, right? Because so many times you get shoes and you have to wear them a while before you break them in. these you'll break in immediately. There's nothing in there that's going to rub. And the same thing with the front of the toe. There's nothing in the toe box, nothing hard, just leather, beautiful
and it's
leather.
a generous toe box too.
It's a generous.
So
your
stay
toes
true to size.
will wiggle freely. It's all naked leather, which I like to say. So the other side of it is the other side of leather, which is naked. It's suede. So that's all you're feeling against your foot, soft.
Right.
And cushioning.
And that's why it's year round. So let me take you back to the colors, because if you need, you know, like I said, think about if we said, okay, let's go, and you needed a great looking, sophisticated black flat that didn't have stitching and buckles and color to it. You know, when we sell the Vera Bradley line, I'm always thrilled, and I'm going to stay with this black for a moment, because a lot of their bags don't have any hardware. So if, like me, the silver hardware on the shoes, then it has to match the silver jewelry and the silver hardware on the bag, because if not, it just bothers you. I love that this is a shoe that doesn't have any hardware. So therefore, one day you could be wearing it with your gold jewelry, because gold is so big right now. The next day you could wear it with all your silver or your beads. It doesn't matter. I love that this is actually a metal-free zone, so it goes with everything. So that's the black leather. This should be close to $50. Only while supplies last is it $39.86. This is its first presentation, and we've already sold well over 5,000, and we're busy on the phone lines. Then you have it in red, and that's the one that I've been wearing, and I think the red really shows out that beautiful pebble leather. Love the bottom of the red because it's actually a deep brown. So if you have a Dooney and Burke bag that's red with the brown trim, that Timaro brown, it would be beautiful. I have a feeling that this bone leather is not going to be long for the world, because we haven't had anything in this color story all show long. The taupe snake. Now that still is leather, but it's got that patent feel to it, so you get that little bit of sheen and elegance. Beautiful. And then navy. And whether you need a navy shoe for school, maybe your daughter wears, you know, we should say, in medium and wide width. So we have 6 through 10, 11, and 12 available in wide, and then 5 through 11 in whole and half sizes, and then size 12. If your daughter wears a size 5 or your daughter wears a size 7 and she needs a navy shoe, a lot of uniforms require navy. They're hard to find.
Oh, hard to
find.
find.
And they don't, I remember one time I had to go to the kids' shoe store because my daughter and I were the same size, and she flatly refused to go because they used to like measure your foot in a choo-choo train. And she's like, okay, I'm 14, I'm not walking in there. So I went in and tried on the school shoes, because at that point we both wore a size 7, the things you do for your kids, right?
Exactly.
Here's a beautiful navy loafer, classic, nothing going on, that she can wear to school and probably after school too, because it's so cute.
It's such a timeless silhouette. Like you said, it'll be your favorite this season and seasons after. This shoe is just going to be your go-to. I say you leave it at the door, you slip in. It's such an easy entrance, and you go.
And going to the doctors, or, you know, obviously we have nonstop style, but you might need a gown, or you might need to go get your mother the bride dress, and you want something that you can slip in and out easily of for $39.86. Give Aerosoles a try. Like I said, without Aerosoles, I wouldn't be sitting here. I buy Aerosoles from QVC. I buy Aerosoles from Aerosoles. Like if you guys have something that we don't carry at QVC, or the size is sold out here, I don't care. I love it. I love your stores. I mean, it's a great brand that I learned to love from my mom. And I was looking at this shoe earlier, Stephanie, and I was thinking of the great designer Dennis Basso, because he said 2 things. He said it's harder to design something that looks rich when you have to hit a certain price point. It's easy when it's a one-of-a-kind, sky's the limit. And then he also said it's also very difficult to make something look wonderful and expensive when you don't add any bells and whistles. So I think you look at this shoe and you can see how expensive and elegant it looks, and there's nothing there to distract us. I mean, there's no, you know, beading or stitching or pleating. It's just the leather better be beautiful because it's shown off in this shoe.
Right. And you know, I think about how we run through the day, our busy lifestyles, right? We want to be comfortable on our feet. We want to enjoy our time with our family or whatever we're doing. We don't want our feet to be the thing that stops us, right? Sometimes you put shoes on, like you said, they look great, but your feet are killing you and you want to get home and throw them off.
Take them off.
You won't feel this way with an Aerosole shoe, or this shoe especially is so comfortable. I have young children. I run around all day with them. I don't think about my feet. that's something I don't think about. If they hurt, I would be, and it would ruin my day.
Right.
So enjoy.
So over 6,000 have been ordered. We are busy on the phone lines. I find that Aerosoles never cut tiny and you never cut small. So you stay true to size. If sometimes you're a 6.5 and sometimes you're a 7, I think you could go for the smaller of your two sizes on this one. I'm always a 7. I would stay with a 7, but I have a lot of beautiful room. My sister is sometimes a 6.5. Sometimes she's got to bump up to a 7.
Right.
She's pretty much a 6.5 girl in your Aerosoles because they really cut
we're generous.
beautifully. And that's really probably her size. She only has to go up when a shoe is unforgiving. So I'm telling you, stay with your size. Don't go up a half size because
stay
this
with
is
your size.
beautifully, beautifully cut and beautifully padded. But what does a While Supplies Last price mean? That means we talked to Stephanie and the experts of aerosols, and we have lots of aerosols at QVC.com that never make it on the air. So just like we did earlier in my show, I will tell you, go to QVC.com. Maybe we won't present it in these 2 hours, but there's many, many more aerosol styles that are available at QVC.com. This one, we got what we could. That's why we call it While Supplies Last. We pass the savings on to you, know, nearly $10 simply by shopping at the right time. And I'm so proud that we have medium and wide widths because that is such a common request from our shoe lovers. In navy, we'll go the opposite way, the beautiful taupe snake bone. Only shoe in our 2 hours that came in that beautiful bone leather. Fun red, not merline, not wine, not anywhere, but a really wonderful
nice deep red.
Deep and a cool red, not a warm red, which we love. And then that classic black slip-on shoe that you will live in and feel comfortable in. So I thank you so much, Stephanie, for being with us today. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. Thanks for bringing the shoes.
Thank you.
I think we may have one more picture from our friend Amy, right? Oh, we saw all of them. Oh, wonderful. Do we have time for a selfie? Oh, one more selfie. Thank you. Okay, now who's this from? Is this somebody I know? I don't know. There's our kitty cat. There's our Sally. There's our Rikas. Ooh. And Suzanne showed us orthохheel with a really, really, really cute pedicure, Suzanne. Thanks for the selfie. I appreciate it. So I will be back tomorrow night with Perricone. We have a really great day planned for you with Dana Bledsoe and the entire Dr. Perricone team. In the meantime, Nonstop Style continues with Amy Strand and my Who's Shoes special guest star.
Well, now he's going to be a special guest for the whole hour. So I'm excited to have you, my friend Gary.
I'm so excited to see you.
Hugs, kisses.
Hugs.
Happy